Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Viral Report. I'm Lamar. All right, so there's been some shaking ups going on over on two CBS News shows. Recently, Jeff Glor, host of the CBS Evening News, and Gayle King, one of the hosts of the CBS Morning News shows, made statements on their shows addressing the changes regarding their shows. All right, so rumors have been swirling lately that Gayle King and Norah are not liking each other, and it looks like Jeff Glor is being fired for low ratings. I'll give my opinion on that later in the video. Here's what Jeff Glor and what Gayle King had to say.
As we close here tonight, a brief word. You may have heard about changes taking place here at CBS News, about moves that impact colleagues, the unmatched evening news team, and me. The outpouring of support from you has been everything, so thank you for that. I like to think we're all guided by something bigger than one moment and one broadcast. I have always wanted to do work that matters and still do. That is something that will never change. I have family, friends, and in the future, far more to share with all of you. It will be great, I promise, just as you are. Thank you all for watching. Good night.
We are announcing some major changes today, moving forward, working to get even better at what we do. So you might have been reading about all the speculation. We thought today would be a good day to hear it from the horse's mouth. Hello, horses. Let's start with you, Norah O'Donnell.
Hey.
Let's start with Norah because this is a big day for Norah O'Donnell. She's been named, have you heard, anchor and managing editor of the CBS Evening News. In our world of television journalism, there is no job that carries a prouder tradition or a more crucial and current responsibility. Jeff Glor, as we all know, is a fantastic journalist and trusted colleague here. His award-winning reporting has shed light on important issues and highlighted the humanity in our world. His conversations, you should know, with CBS News continue, and we all hope very much that he will continue working here. It will be his decision. Norah will take the helm at the CBS Evening News this summer, and starting in the fall, she will anchor from Washington, D.C. That's big. So we focus even more on stories from the center of power that impact the lives of Americans across the country. Norah, by the way, will also serve as the network's lead anchor for political coverage, reporting on primaries and election nights across the country. And, yeah, you got a lot of jobs. And she will continue her role as
I'm going to give this everything I've got.
I believe that.
And at CBS News, you know, I don't stand on the shoulders of my colleagues. They carry me on their backs.
Yeah.
And so this is a great moment, I think, for all of us at CBS News as Susan Zirinsky has taken the helm. It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
Why I think there's been such speculation about it. But the truth is, a new era begins, and it's a great era.
And listen, and you are the third woman, single woman, to host an evening broadcast, and you're doing it from Walter Cronkite's chair. That's very cool. We're not done yet. Hold on. John Dickerson will be moving across 57th Street. We're on 57th Street, by the way, to join 60 Minutes as a correspondent. Did you hear I said 60 minutes? He will bring along all his insight and skills as an interviewer and writer to the #1 news broadcast in the history of TV. John will also be a contributing anchor. I'm going to be joined by Anthony Mason and Tony DeCoppel starting May 20th at the table.
Yay!
Anthony, as you know, I think so big. There is Anthony with Bruce. Yeah. 3 decades covering the world for CBS News. Most recently as anchor of CBS This Morning Saturday, as he says. And since joining CBS News in 2016, Tony, as you know, has knocked it out of the park with great reporting and news-making interviews. He's also established news should rarely be about us, and sometimes what you read isn't even true. And then can I just take a minute to just go off script about that?
Yeah.
Because here we were Thursday. I know I'm supposed to stick to the script, but I just got to say this. Thursday, I'm flying to London to do the Royal. We're working on a primetime Royal special. The news breaks 1:30. That Gayle is elbowing Norah, is insisting that Norah leave CBS This Morning. It's so amazing to me, Norah, that after 7 years together, that now people would say that you and I have some beef. I have no beef with you. You have no beef with me. Tina Brown summed it up very nicely. She said, this never happens to men, this kind of cutthroat business, that the reality is it's 2 great jobs for 2 great women, she said. And I also think, I know that that's true. I look at Susan Zirinsky, who, if you haven't heard outside the building, is a badass in our building. She's our new CBS president. And when she announced that when it was announced she was taking this job in January, she said there's going to be some changes. There's going to be some changes. She's going to look at the lay of the land and decide. She could have come in here with a weed whacker and we'd all be on 57th Street going taxi. But what she decided to do was take a look and see what she thought would work best.
Right.
And what job would suit our role. You know, this is a business about ratings. And when the ratings don't work, they make changes. And so they're making changes that they hope will lead to better things. And I believe I'm with you. I'm going to give it 110% too.
Yeah.
As will you, John.
Yeah.
As will
And
you.
you
We're
gave
all
me-
very
you
excited
gave me
about
some
it.
great advice, and Oprah gave me some great advice not to listen to those in the cheap seats. It's not the critic who counts.
Yes.
And I know you have Oprah, but I want to thank you for being my work BFF.
Oh, thank you.
You have made me better in everything I have done.
Well, I don't know about that. You know, even going to Washington. I don't know about that.
Hey, you know what
let
Riley,
me
my
weigh
daughter
in,
would
yeah.
say?
Even going
Accept
to
the
Washington.
compliment.
I know Kirby says, Mom, please don't talk too long because most people don't even know what you're talking about. They're not following this the way you are.
Yeah.
But it has bothered me because even, you know, we've had a lot of bad press coming from inside the building, which I think is very disturbing to me because
You know, look, the news business is a cutthroat business. Everyone knows this. But it's no different than any other business. If you're a general manager of a store and your location is constantly underperforming, then guess what? Decisions will start to manifest whether to close that location or bring in new talent. Lower ratings means at some point you're going to be canceled. In this case, however, Jeff is going to be fine. He has a lot of support from his viewers and people behind the scenes who enjoy his work and who support him. Norah O'Donnell, who I don't like because of her R. Kelly remarks back in March, basically painting him as the big scary black man, here's a refresher. And before we wrap this thing up, lastly, we've got to talk about Norah O'Donnell.
exactly.
I think what you did, Gayle, was allow him to tell his story and to see, though, his behavior, his temperament, is, I think, what is probably what is most revealing of this interview as well. The pounding of the fist, the getting up. I was worried about you. I was actually worried. And let's remind everybody just how many women have accused him of abuse and misconduct.
Well, I have to say, I've never seen anything like that. What was he like before the interview? Because you didn't really know him that well.
No, I don't. Afraid? Did you think he was going to hit you? I actually never thought that. I think that I thought I might get accidentally clobbered, but I didn't think that he would deliberately try to hurt me. I never felt in danger talking to him. I just felt that he had a lot of emotion. He wanted to release it. And, you know, when it was all over, we had a conversation, we said goodbye. And I think at the end of the day, he was glad that he was able to say what he wanted to say.
Okay.
Even if, but it's hard.
I didn't like her ass one bit, playing this typical scared white woman routine, basically painting R. Kelly as the big scary black monster who Gayle should have been vastly afraid of. She's the kind of woman who will call the cops on a black man for no reason other than drinking a soda at the bus stop. I'm glad Gayle didn't feed into her BS. However, Gayle should have checked her ass. But you know what? What can we really expect from Oprah's BFF? So no, I'm not Team Norah. And you can say whatever you want about R. Kelly. At the end of the day, R. Kelly is still a black man. And if she's getting these vibes from R. Kelly and his moment, then guess what? When your son's in that same moment, she can give that same energy and she'll get those same vibes from your son, your husband, your cousin, your nephew, and so on. Okay? And, you know, I have my feelings around R. Kelly, and you can watch my R. Kelly playlist if you want to know more about that and how I feel in that situation. Now, back to the CBS shakeup. It's no secret, more and more people are deviating away from local and cable news. I can't tell you the last time I sat down and watched a whole news show, whether it be morning, evening, or late night news show. Now, more and more people are getting their news from social media and YouTube than ever before. And a lot of you may still get your news from one of these said news time slots. I don't know a person under 35 who watches the news, including myself. I won't be watching the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell. My favorite hosts were Dan Rathers and Katie Couric. I stopped watching after they left. I don't watch CBS this morning. Maybe you do. In closing, I think Gayle King was lying about the whole nun beef between she and Norah. You know, after all, these women are trained to come on camera and act like all is well. They're part actors in some way. I mean, you have to be in order to come on camera and act as if all is well when it's not, you know? So I want to know, do you think this is a great move for the network? Are you invested in any of these shows? Let me know. Oh, and before we go, it's time for today's viral trivia. All right, you beautiful bastard. Are you ready to play? I know we got some really smart people out there. So today's trivia question is, where does the saying riding shotgun come from? You've got 9 seconds to answer, and you better not Google it. All right, time is up. So the correct answer is, calling shotgun when riding in a car comes from the term shotgun messenger, which was used to refer to the guard who sat next to the stagecoach driver. the guards would use a shotgun to keep robbers and criminals away. It made its way into society due to Hollywood's love of Western flicks. So there you have it. Now you know, if you didn't already know, what the term shotgun or riding shotgun meant. Oh man, we about to get this party started. If you made it this far in the video, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe, like, and that notification bell. It ain't a party until you subscribe. I love you for watching, and I'll see that beautiful face in the next one.